Ever pondered what drives us to do what we do? What sparks our actions, our dreams, our goals? What is this invisible force that pushes us forward or keeps us stagnant? Welcome to the enigma of motivation. It's the unseen energy that gets us out of bed in the morning, the mysterious force that drives us to chase our dreams, and the invisible hand that sometimes holds us back. Understanding this powerful force is a key to unlocking our potential and living a fulfilling life. Motivation is the fuel that powers human behavior, the stimulus behind our actions and choices. It's a complex, multifaceted phenomenon, not just a single entity, but a combination of diverse factors. In essence, it's the why behind our what. Picture motivation as a four-cylinder engine, each cylinder representing a unique factor: biological, cognitive, social, and emotional. Each of these factors plays a crucial role in determining our behavior and influencing our decisions. First, the biological factor relates to our physical needs and instincts. It's about survival and reproduction, hunger and thirst, comfort and pain. It's the primal drive that ensures our basic needs are met. Next, the cognitive factor comes into play. It's about our thoughts, beliefs, and attitudes. It's the intellectual force that pushes us to solve problems, learn new skills, or achieve personal growth. Then there's the social factor. We are inherently social creatures, and our interactions with others significantly influence our behavior. It's about our need to belong, to be accepted and appreciated, and to contribute to the society we live in. Finally, the emotional factor. Our feelings and emotions play a pivotal role in our motivation. It's about love and fear, joy and sadness, passion and apathy. It's the emotional charge that adds color to our lives. Unraveling the mystery of motivation can provide a roadmap to achieve our goals and enrich our lives. Let's delve into these four factors. Our bodies, a complex system of cells and chemicals, play a significant role in shaping our motivations. Picture this. You're sitting at your desk, trying to focus on a task, when suddenly, your stomach growls. Before you know it, your thoughts have wandered from the task at hand to what you're going to have for lunch. This is a prime example of how our physical needs and physiological state can influence our actions and decisions. Biologically, we are wired to prioritize our survival. This means that in the hierarchy of motivations, our basic physiological needs such as hunger, thirst, sleep, and even the desire for physical comfort often take the driver's seat. These needs are so powerful that they can override other motivations. Ignoring these needs can lead to discomfort, and in extreme cases, even life-threatening situations. But it's not just about survival. Our biology also motivates us to reproduce and pass on our genes. This is seen in the attraction between individuals, the desire for companionship, and the drive to care for our offspring. Our physical state can also influence our motivations. For instance, when we're feeling energetic and healthy, we're more likely to pursue activities that require physical effort. On the other hand, if we're feeling run down or ill, our motivation may shift towards rest and recovery. Hormones too play a crucial role in motivation. For example, dopamine, often called the feel-good hormone, is associated with the reward system in our brain. When we achieve a goal, or even anticipate achieving it, our brain releases dopamine. This makes us feel good and motivates us to repeat the behavior that led to the reward. Let's not forget, our genetic makeup may also influence our motivations. For instance, some people may be genetically predisposed to be more competitive, while others may be more cooperative. In conclusion, our biology is a key player in our motivations. It's the silent puppeteer pulling the strings, guiding our behavior in ways we may not even be aware of. The biological factor of motivation is the baseline. It's the primal driver that steers our behavior for survival and reproduction. Ever caught yourself daydreaming about achieving something grand? That's your cognitive motivation at play. Our minds are powerful tools. They shape our reality, guide our actions, and ultimately determine our destiny. This is where the cognitive factor of motivation comes into play. It's the mental engine that drives our behavior, fueled by our thoughts, beliefs, goals, and expectations. Imagine for a moment a chess player contemplating their next move. They're not simply reacting to the physical pieces on the board. Instead, they're considering a multitude of potential outcomes, formulating strategies, and making decisions based on their understanding and interpretation of the game. This is cognitive motivation in action. Our cognition, our capacity to think, reason, and problem solve sets us apart from other species. It allows us to envision future scenarios, set goals, and work towards them with purpose and determination. We can see a future that doesn't yet exist and strive to make it a reality. In the grand tapestry of motivation, cognitive factors weave intricate patterns of aspiration and ambition. Our beliefs can either propel us forward or hold us back. If we believe we can achieve something, we're more likely to take action towards that goal. If we expect positive outcomes, we're more likely to persevere in the face of adversity. But cognitive motivation isn't just about individual achievement. It also plays a crucial role in collective action. When we share a common goal, our collective cognition can motivate us to work together, to collaborate, and to succeed as a group. Yet it's important to note that our cognitive motivation can be a double-edged sword. While it can inspire us to reach new heights, it can also lead us down the path of unrealistic expectations and unattainable goals. It's essential to balance our cognitive motivation with a healthy dose of realism and self-compassion. The cognitive factor of motivation is the visionary driver. It's the pathfinder that navigates our behavior towards achievement and success. We are social creatures, aren't we? Our interactions and connections with others can greatly influence our motivations. Imagine a world where every decision you make, every action you take, is influenced not just by your own desires, but also by the people around you. This is not a dystopian future, but the reality of our daily lives. This is the social factor of motivation. The social factor of motivation is like an invisible hand that gently guides us through life. It's the societal norms, culture, relationships, and social interactions that shape our behavior and influence our actions. It's the unspoken rules that tell us what's acceptable, what's desirable, and what's frowned upon. Take societal norms, for example. They set the standard of what behaviors are considered appropriate. We strive to fit in, to be accepted, and to avoid the disapproval of our peers. This can motivate us to act in certain ways, even if it goes against our personal desires or beliefs. Then there's culture. The values, beliefs, and customs of our culture can greatly influence our motivations. They can dictate what we should strive for, what we should avoid, and what we should value. It's like a roadmap that guides our decisions and actions. Let's not forget about relationships. The people we care about, the people we admire, they can inspire us, motivate us, and push us to be better. We might be motivated to impress someone, to gain their approval, or to make them proud. Finally, social interactions. The way we interact with others, the feedback we receive, the reactions we observe can all influence our motivations. A kind word, a disapproving glance, a pat on the back can motivate us to act in certain ways. So you see, the social factor of motivation is not just about us, but also about the people around us. It's about how we fit into the larger social fabric, how we navigate the social landscape, and how we relate to others. The social factor of motivation is the collaborative driver. It's the network that shapes our behavior according to societal standards and relationships. Ever felt a surge of excitement or a pang of fear that compelled you to act? That's your emotional motivation at work. Our emotions, those complex psychological states involving feelings, thoughts, and physiological changes, play a pivotal role in how we behave. They can be powerful motivators, driving us towards or away from actions, decisions, and goals. Imagine you're standing at the edge of a cliff, the wind whipping your face as you stare down at the churning sea below. Fear grips you, your heart pounding in your chest. That's emotional motivation preventing you from taking a step forward, preserving your safety. On the flip side, consider the happiness you feel when you achieve a goal. That sense of accomplishment and joy motivates you to pursue similar experiences, to strive for success again and again. Emotions, whether positive or negative, are intricately woven into the fabric of our motivation. They energize us, pushing us towards our objectives. The fear of failure can make us work harder, just as the anticipation of success can keep us focused and determined. However, emotional motivation isn't always about extremes. Subtle emotions can also influence our actions. The comfort of routine, the curiosity to explore, the satisfaction of learning something new. All of these can motivate us in ways we might not even realize. It's also important to mention that our emotions can be influenced by our physiological state. For instance, when we are tired or hungry, we might feel irritated or frustrated, which can affect our motivation. In essence, emotional motivation is an internal compass that guides our behavior. It's a complex interplay of feelings, thoughts, and physiological responses that inspire action. It's the silent whisper in our ear that encourages us to take the leap, or the firm hand that holds us back when we're on the brink of danger. The emotional factor of motivation is the expressive driver. It's the catalyst that triggers our behavior based on our feelings and emotions. So there we have it. The 4 factors of motivation that drive our behavior. Let's take a quick jog down memory lane. We started with the biological factor, highlighting how our physical needs and drives play a fundamental role in shaping our actions. We then delved into the cognitive factor, exploring how our thoughts and perceptions influence our motivation. We also uncovered the social factor, emphasizing the impact of our social interactions and cultural environment on our motivation. And lastly, we touched on the emotional factor, shedding light on the powerful role our emotions play in driving our actions and choices. Each of these factors intertwines to create the complex web of motivation that propels us through life. By understanding these factors, we can harness their power to improve our lives, steering our actions towards fulfilling our goals and aspirations. Understanding these 4 factors of motivation provides us with a compass to navigate our lives, helping us to make decisions that align with our goals and aspirations.